Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today is video 2 of a little 2-part series, some of the worst foods for weight loss for your body over the age of 45. So we did the first 6 last week. We're doing the second 6 today. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, you will find nutrition coaching. Highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. That is exactly what I follow to lose and maintain a 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links and discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down below for you. So let's talk about 6 more of the worst foods for weight loss after the age of 45 and why. Now, I always say no food is bad or good, but some foods are just healthier for us than others. Also, some foods do our body a little bit better for weight loss, especially as we age, than others. So none of these foods are off limits. These are just foods that I would be mindful of how much and how often you're eating them, especially over the age of 45. A lot of changes happen with our body as we get older. For one, we lose up to 3% of our lean muscle automatically after the age of 30 every single year. And lean muscle is really important because muscle burns calories at rest. So the more muscle we have on our body, the more calories we burn doing absolutely nothing, which is a win-win. Secondly, our metabolism slows as well after we get over the age of 30. So these foods are going to do a little bit more harm than good. So let's jump right into food number 1, and this is going to be sugary cereal. I know for me, if I eat cereal for breakfast, it definitely does not keep me very full for very long. But if I choose a food that has some fiber and some protein in it, it typically keeps me a little bit more full for a little bit longer. Now, if you're choosing a sugary cereal for breakfast, you're really not setting your day up for success. Why? Sugar cereals are high in sugar and low in fiber. They can promote weight gain and insulin resistance. You're better off choosing things like oats, unsweetened granola, or high fiber cereals, or even better yet, cereal with protein and fiber. Now, I know it's controversial. I love it. A couple of my girlfriends in my workout group gave me theirs because they hated it, and that is the Premier Protein cereal. I actually really like that cereal, and it has 20 grams of protein in a single cup. I find when I eat that, I definitely am more satisfied for longer. I would definitely stick with cereals that have protein and better yet some fiber for breakfast and skip out on some of those sugary cereals. Number 2 is trans fats. Now, I just said earlier in the video that no food is off limits, but if you can avoid trans fats, I would highly recommend doing so. This is something we do not need. It is not something our body needs to survive. In fact, it does way more harm than good for our body overall, and especially for our weight loss. Trans fats, including anything made with hydrogenated oils or margarine and packaged baked goods, are another thing we should try to avoid. Why? Trans fat increases your LDL, your bad cholesterol, and actually lowers your HDL, your good cholesterol. They are also linked to heart disease. So your keywords that you're looking for are partially hydrogenated oils, and check those packaged bakery goods, especially from big box chains like Walmart, Safeway, Kroger stores. Really watch those baked goods. If they have any hydrogenated oils, you can avoid those. And if you're a sweets lover like I am, your best bet is to make them at home. That way you can control exactly what goes into them. But trans fats is actually something that you can avoid altogether. Next up is full fat dairy. Now, this is a little bit controversial. Some people say just eat full fat dairy. It has less ingredients, it's less processed. But as we age, full fat dairy may not be our best option. Why? It's high in saturated fat, which can worsen heart health and cholesterol levels. You're better off choosing lower fat options in moderation. Now, I will say dairy is a great way to get in protein. I eat quite a bit of dairy. I'm a big cottage cheese lover, yogurt lover, cheese lover. Just be mindful of how much of the full fat version that you're eating. So for example, for myself, I only like full fat cheese. I don't like light cheese. I refuse to eat fat-free cheese. I will choose low fat cottage cheese and low fat yogurt to compensate for the high fat cheese. So it's just about everything in moderation. Just be mindful of full fat dairy in general. Next up is canned soup. Now there's a lot of reasons that cans of soup may not be the best option, not even over 45, but in general, especially if you are someone that watches your sodium. Why is this important? They are extremely high in sodium. This leads to bloating, high blood pressure, and heart risk. There's a lot of interesting ingredients in a lot of canned soups. Now, obviously, some versions of canned soup are a little bit healthier than others, but they are all extremely high in sodium. So if you at all need to watch your sodium, and typically as we age, we definitely do, you are much better off just making homemade soup at home. Again, similar to other baked items, you can control what goes into the soup, including the amount of sodium. And it's going to be whole, real food, whole ingredients, lean meats, vegetables, definitely a much better option making it at home. And it's simple. You throw it all in a pot. It's a pretty easy way to get in some soup at home. Next up, kind of back to the dairy situation, is flavored yogurts with added sugar. Now, there are some amazing flavored yogurts on the market that are packed with protein that have very little or zero added sugar, but we can get into trouble with some of the flavored yogurts with all the added sugar. What you want to look for is flip over the back of your yogurt. You're going to see total sugars. You can disregard that a little bit because there's naturally occurring sugar in lactose, which is in yogurt. Right below that, you will see a line that says added sugar. That's what you want to look for. That should be 0 to very, very minimal. Why? Often packed with added sugars and artificial flavors, flavored yogurts can lead to blood sugar spikes and potential weight gain. Now, if you want to avoid flavored yogurts in general, because it's hard to determine what you should eat, what you should not eat, one of my little hacks and one of my favorite things to do is get plain Greek yogurt. Non-fat Greek yogurt is a great option because, again, we're watching our full-fat dairy. Add some honey to it and maybe a little bit of cinnamon. Absolutely delicious. You can make your own homemade flavored yogurt at home and control, again, what goes into it. Otherwise, again, look for those flavored yogurts with 0 to little added sugar. Chobani Zero Sugar is fantastic. Oiko's protein yogurt, fantastic. Too Good has amazing ingredients. Siggy's, just watch that little added sugar line. And last but not least is fruit juice. Now, when we make juice, we strip fruit of all the good things like fiber. No juice on the market has fiber in it because it is all stripped when the juice is made. And a lot of the juices are made with artificial fruit, not even real fruit. So avoiding fruit juices or limiting those is actually recommended. Why? Naturally high in sugar, lacking the fiber from the whole fruit, it can actually cause rapid sugar spikes. It can make your blood sugar spike rapidly. Now, similar to all foods, there are some juices that are better than others. If you can find a juice that is pure fruit with very little added sugar, again, check that added sugar line, that may be an option for you. I would just focus on whole fruit versus juice as much as possible. So those are 6 more foods to limit over the age of 45 and why. Which one of these surprised you and which one of these is a food that you eat pretty regularly and now you're taking a second look at that? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, check out the description box for personalized macros and calories and nutrition coaching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.